We spend nearly a third of our lives sleeping, but we don't always remember what happens in our dreams. We wake up from a strange and fascinating universe that sometimes gives us valuable and meaningful information, but we don't always remember it. Why does that happen? Why do we remember some dreams but not others? The answer is in the brain. Dream cycles usually last between 90 and 100 minutes. This cycle is divided into different stages. One of those stages is REM. REM is rapid eye movement sleep. This is when people have the most vivid dreams. The dreams in this stage submerge us into terrifying and fascinating scenarios. Here is where you feel emotions and sensations very acutely. It's also important to know that the REM sleep stage is the longest and the last. Therefore, it's common to wake up all of a sudden and only remember the last moments of a dream. Many neurologists tell us that, outside of the dream stage, the sleeping brain has no memory. That is, we're not programmed to store data during this stage because, apparently, nothing significant happens that's useful to us. But if this is completely true, why do people remember some dreams? This theory had already been proposed in 2011 in the journal Neuron after a series of magnetic resonance imaging tests. It seems that the key to all of this is the hippocampus. This structure in the brain is the culprit behind us not being able to remember many of the dreams we have each night. The hippocampus and the dream world. If you think that the brain disconnects completely when you fall asleep, you're wrong. There's no complete disconnection. It just goes into sleep mode, so to speak. One of the last parts of the brain to switch from conscious to unconscious is the hippocampus. This area is responsible for transferring information from short-term memory to long-term memory, among other things. There are people whose hippocampus disconnects later than most, which allows them to remember their dreams. For the rest of us, 90% to be exact, if we don't remember a dream, it's because the hippocampus disconnected at a precise moment. It's the moment where our brain decides to make other things more important. The hippocampus does more than just regulate whether we remember some dreams. One of its essential processes is sifting through information and deciding what's important to remember and what's not. It erases certain data and eliminates duplicate information and images seen during the day. These functions keep the long-term memory healthy. The hippocampus is so focused on this task that it will rarely pay attention to whatever you're dreaming about. In addition to that, and thanks to an article published in the journal Neuropsychopharmacology, we can see that people who usually remember their dreams not only have a more conscious hippocampus, but also show greater activity in the temporoparietal junction. This is the information processing center in the brain. If we don't remember some dreams, it's simply because the brain didn't consider them important. On the bright side, the dreams that we do remember are always the most important. They contain a greater emotional component. They contain information that can be interpreted in many different ways. At the end of this video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.